Hello, Fight Master Yogis, and welcome to a Sunday live class with myself, Duke Fight Master, and this is my son, Indy.
Hi,
Indy, how are you doing today?
I'm doing good. How are you?
I'm doing very well, thank you, son. Uh, Indy is a wrestler, high school wrestler, and he just had a vicious, hard tournament. It was yesterday, right?
Yeah, so my muscles are pretty sore. So the plan for today is to do like a muscle healing, like for sore muscle yoga class.
Yes, and Indy had what I thought was a wonderful idea was to practice one of his mom's videos, which was a yoga for sore muscles. So we're new to this technology, and we are going to practice a class with his mom. But also, there's another new thing that we want to try, and that is we want to practice with one of you. So, Taylor, can you bring up Sasha? Sasha, hello. How are you?
Hi, I'm good. How are you guys?
We're very well. So, Sasha, where are you?
Well, I'm from South Africa, but today I'm in Vancouver, Canada.
Oh, wow. Well, tell me a little briefly about how did you discover Fight Master Yoga?
Well, it was just before the lockdown, and I needed something to stay fit because I'm a stay-at-home mom and I work from home. And I discovered Lesley online, and that was actually the first time I ever did yoga was with Lesley.
Oh, really? And so did Lesley resonate with you, her classes?
Oh, totally, totally. And I do the clear and loving intentions, communication, and thoughts thing I do every day after my morning meditation.
Oh, wow, that's beautiful. That's beautiful. So, yeah, thank you so much for joining us all the way from, so you're in Vancouver, right?
Yes.
Vancouver, Canada. Okay, well, today, yeah, we're going to do kind of a mellow class for sore muscles, and it's going to be led by Lesley. Is that all right with you, Sasha?
Yay!
Okay, well, you would join us. And so what we're going to do is we're going to start the class in just a second. And you are going to practice with Indy and I, and then stay with us afterwards so we can talk to you and see how you're feeling. What time is it where you are, by the way?
It's 12:05.
Okay, so it's afternoon there?
Yes.
5? Well, isn't that what time it is here? Is it this? I guess it's the same time. All right. Wow. Okay. Great. So, and how are you feeling right now? I just want to get a check-in of how you're feeling before the class, and then we'll check in after the class. What's going on with you right now in your body? How are you?
I'm feeling kind of topsy-turvy and all over the place.
Okay. Well, yeah, I think that's a reason why a lot of us come to yoga is because we're feeling a little topsy-turvy and we want to get grounded and we want to get back into our bodies and become present. So, all right. So, are you ready to get this class started,
Yeah,
Indy?
let's just get into it.
All right. So, thank you, Indy, for this idea, and thank you, Sasha, for joining us from Canada. And she is getting on her mat right now, and we are going to start this class with Lesley. So, and then we'll check back in with you afterwards. So, stick around. We're going to talk to Sasha and see how she feels after this class.
Welcome to Full Body Yoga Stretch for Sore Muscles. Hi, I'm Lesley. Let's begin lying down with your knees bent and feet on the earth. Rest your hands on your belly, close your eyes, and feel the rise and fall of each inhale and exhale. When your muscles are sore, it's hard to be comfortable. Today, we'll focus on the usual suspects: your hips, hamstrings, back, shoulders, and neck. Will relieve some soreness in your body and you'll feel better. Practice through Shavasana because you deserve to relax a bit. And as always, it is not about the pose. Do what you can, listen to your body. Take your right ankle just above your left knee, flexing your ankle. You can keep that left foot on the floor or draw it in closer to your body, holding behind the thigh or holding on to your shin. And breathe. Always return your focus to your inhales and your exhales. As you draw in, bring your right hip gently forward so your hips are level. Just deepen your breath and relax. Only go as deeply as what feels good in your body. Now keep your legs in the same position and just drop them over to your left, looking over your right shoulder. We'll add a little bit of a twist to our hip stretch. Continue your steady breath and then relax around your neck and shoulders. Relax your jaw, relax your face as you turn your belly up toward the sky. Your eyes could be opened or closed. Bring your head to center and your hips and your feet. And now take your left ankle just above the right knee and flex that ankle. You can keep your right foot on the earth or draw the legs in as you draw your left hip gently forward. Again, hold on wherever you like or keep the foot on the earth. Remember, you don't have to go into your deepest pose. In fact, it's better to work at about 80% of what you could do. It's safest. Relax your shoulders and your jaw as you breathe here. Let your neck soften. Let your gaze soften. Keeping your legs in the same position, hips over to the left a little, and take your legs to the right and turn to look over your left shoulder. And try to move your belly, turn it up toward the sky. As you get a nice hip opening twist. Again, breathing, being aware of how this position feels in your body and making adjustments for you. Your pose doesn't need to look like my pose. Come back to center, inhale, and then exhale, draw the knees into the chest. Now open your legs and circle them. Then bring the knees together forward and then take the legs apart again, circle them, and bring the knees into the chest. So inhale, knees apart, take them forward, exhale them together. And then inhale, take them apart, circle them. Exhale, bring them together in towards your chest. Then roll to the right. Use your left hand to come up, head comes last. And coming forward, onto the hands and knees. And then tuck your toes under, sitting on the heels. Now, this is an acquired taste. Come off your feet anytime you need to. Inhale the arms up. And then as you exhale, just circle them behind your back. Press your fists or palms together. Lift and widen your chest and roll your shoulder heads back as you draw your belly in. Now bring your right ear toward your right shoulder. Just to stretch out your neck. Remember, you can always come off your heels. Inhale, center. And then let's all come off our heels for a moment. And you can be on the tops of your feet if that's better for you. Now take your other ear to the other shoulder, because I don't remember which one we did first. Relax your shoulders away from your ears as you're here. And then inhale to center. And now make fists and circle your wrists as you come off of your heels. Bring your hands down to the mat and stretch to child's pose. Straightening the elbows without locking them. And now sweep the hands to the low back, hooking your thumbs or interlacing fingers. Roll the shoulder heads away and inhale, start to lift your arms. But be mindful that you're not locking those elbow joints. If you have those kinds of elbow joints and knee joints that like to go past straight, be extra careful. And then release. Now with your right arm back, left arm forward, take your left ear down onto the mat. You can also opt to bring your right arm behind you towards your left hip crease. This is a nice one to just gently stretch the neck. I know my neck has a tendency to get some soreness. Come forward with both hands for a moment. Inhale. Exhale, sweep the hands again, hooking the other thumb or other pinky on top. Now roll the shoulder heads away and start to lift the arms. As you exhale, take a couple of breaths here. You can turn your head from side to side if you like. Be mindful of those elbow joints, please. I want to keep those joints always safe. And release, and reach your right arm forward. And now take your right ear down to the earth. And your left hand could be on the mat, or you could wrap it around toward your right hip if you'd like. That'll give you a little more shoulder stretch on that side. Breathing, releasing, relaxing. Come back to center, both arms forward, up onto the knees, and tuck your toes for down dog. Start to bicycle your legs. Arms are shoulders distance apart, feet hip spread out your fingers and press down into the base of your fingers, but lift away with your forearms. And start to stretch back with both knees bent, and then slowly press your thighs back. They may or may not straighten. Inhale, lifting the right leg with level hips first, and then bend your knee and open up that hip. And now step it through next to the right hand. Now pat up your left knee if it's uncomfortable. Pull the right hip back as you reach up, and then bend your right arm, right hand toward upper back, spinning the tricep in. Take your left hand onto the elbow or sweep it behind you and clasp your hands or hold on to your shirt, or if you have a yoga strap handy, you could hold that. As you're sinking forward into your low lunge, pull your right hip back and draw your low belly in and breathe. And remember, you don't have to go deeply into this stretch or any. Release your hands down and then inhale to straighten your front leg. Heel down, pull the toes back, and maybe forward fold over that leg if that feels appropriate for you. As you pull your right toes back, you're firming that leg, which is good. Now rebend the right knee over the ankle, and then you have an option to lift your back knee off the floor. And then, or just make your way into a warrior two. Lining up your front heel and your back arch, and making sure your right knee is above your ankle and pointed over your middle toes. Then, gonna take eagle arms, left arm under right, or you can touch your shoulders with your hands. Either way. Keep breathing here, and instead of looking forward over your right leg, you'll look to the side of the mat. Release the arms, and now take them behind you, straightening the leg, front leg, interlacing fingers or hooking thumbs. Look up, inhale, and then begin to fold, exhale as you rebend that right knee. Keep it over the middle toes and make sure that you're pressing firmly through your back leg as well and grounding it. Let your head go. And release to plank. Knees can be up or down as you shift forward and lower to your belly, exhaling. Press the tops of the feet down and hands by low ribs, little cobra, inhale. Stay for your exhale. Take another breath here and then lower, release. Tuck your toes under, knees can be up or down, press to the knees or to plank, and then lift back into downward facing dog and just turn your head a little from side to side, front to back. Let it release. Left leg lifts, inhale, level first, and then bend the knee and open up that hip. Keep stretching back with your arms. Arms and ears in line. Then square off the hips and step it up by the hand. If it doesn't make it there, pick it up and put it. Take the right knee down, pat up that knee as needed. Now lift the left arm up and take your left hand to your upper back as you spin that left tricep in. Right hand on top of left elbow or sweep it behind you to clasp. Lift your hip points, your frontal hip points up towards your low ribs and pull your left hip back a little bit. Make sure the knee is over the ankle. Check in with your breathing and see if there's something you can relax right now. Anything at all. Release the hands down, straighten out the front leg and come onto your heel. And stay or fold forward. Again, still pulling that left hip back, not going uncomfortably deep into any of these poses. As long as you feel a stretch, that's all that you need. And sometimes you don't even need that. Bend the knee over the ankle again, lifting the back knee off the floor if you can. Otherwise, make your way into warrior two any way you like. Line up your front heel and back arch, and be sure your left knee's over the ankle, pointed over the middle toes. Then, eagle arms with left arm over right, or you can touch your shoulders. And as you're here, breathing, maybe gently lift the elbows a little bit, but not so much that it's uncomfortable. That's what yoga is. You find the balance between steadiness and comfort. Straighten the leg, reach up, inhale, and then interlace the other thumb or pinky on top. Inhale, lengthen. As you exhale, bend the knee over the ankle again and fold for humble warrior. Let your head just hang and be heavy. You can move it from side to side if you like. And press into your front heel and through the outer edge of the back foot, keeping weight in that back leg. I know it's not easy because you've got so much of your body over the front, but do your best. Now step back to plank pose, inhale. Knees can be up or down as always, and exhale to chaturanga and then to the floor. Bring your hands to the low back, interlacing fingers or hooking thumbs again. Pull your belly in, roll the shoulders away, and lift for locust pose. Lengthen your low back, your sitting bones toward heels. Gently rotate your inner thighs up to the sky and keep your neck nice and long. Steady breath. And then hands by low ribs. Inhale for cobra or perhaps up dog if that works for you. And then exhale to down dog. And stretching back here a moment, even out the breath. Inhale onto the balls of the feet, exhale it out and walk your feet forward. Inhale, hands to shins, lengthen the spine, and then fold forward, exhale. Now interlace your fingers and take them right to the base of your skull. Their elbows pointing toward the earth, knees bent or straight. Just kind of pulling a little bit to traction the neck, get some length there. If your legs are straight, then firm the muscles and shift the weight toward the balls of the feet a bit. Release the hands to shins, lengthen out the spine, inhale. Now place your palms with your fingers facing your toes onto the mat. Bend the knees as much as you need to. The more you walk your hands forward, the bigger stretch you'll feel. So they don't have to be forward at all, and your legs can be bent. Just get a little stretch for those wrists. Then hands to shins again, lengthen. And now come onto the backs of the hands, still fingers facing toes. And again, if you walk them forward, you'll feel more sensation. So do what you like. Let your head just hang, legs bent or straight, and breathe. Now walk your feet about as wide as the mat. Now we're coming into malasana. So turning the toes out if needed, and you can come halfway down if that works better. Don't hurt your knees. Some of you may be able to turn your toes straight ahead, and as long as they're lined up with the knees, either is perfect. Now take your right fingertips down and stretch your left arm up to the sky. Keep it there, or you can wrap it around your right thigh, holding on to your hand or your clothing. And turn your chin looking up. And come back to center. Move your head from side to side. Again, just move it forward, back, whatever feels nice in your neck. Then left fingertips to the earth and the right arm reaching up. And stretch it up to the sky. You can stay there or wrap it around, holding your hand or holding onto your clothing. Turn your chin up toward the sky a little bit over the shoulder, and then release back to center and sit your bottom right down on the mat. Bring your hands behind you, bend your knees, fingertips facing front or out if you have any wrist issues, and lift into reverse table. If your neck's okay with it, let your head go back. If it feels compressive, then keep your chin closer to your chest. Lengthen sitting bones to backs of knees as you breathe. Now release. We're going to do that one again. You can do the exact same pose, or you can do it with the legs straight, which is a little more challenging. So bent or straight knees and lift. Let your head go back if it's okay on your neck, or keep the chin in. And then come on down. Sitting up nice and tall, bend your right knee, right sole of the foot toward the left leg. Reach up, inhale, turn toward the left leg. Hinge from your hip creases, come forward. If you have any discomfort in your right knee, put a folded up blanket or pillow towel underneath it. Keep the left toes pulling back and go as deeply as you go. You don't have to go as deeply as I go. Inhale, head up and release. Now bring your right arm up, left hand behind, and take your right arm anywhere along the left leg to twist. Rolling the left shoulder back, turning the chin toward the shoulder. As you inhale, lengthen through your whole spine, and then as you exhale, you might twist a little more. Make your way to center, and then we'll do the other side, bending the left knee. Left sole of the foot to the inner right thigh. Pat up that knee on the outside if you need to. Turn toward the right leg. Inhale. Hinge from the hip creases, folding forward. You might hold on to your leg or your yoga mat, or if you have a strap, you could use that. Or you might reach your foot. Doesn't matter. Doesn't matter how deep you go, because it's an inside job, this whole yoga practice. It's a way that we can access the inside. Inhale, come on up. Right hand behind you, left arm up. Inhale, and then exhale. Take the left hand anywhere along your right leg and twist. So the hips will stay level, and you'll twist your rib cage and your chest. Maybe roll that right shoulder back a bit if possible. And chin moving towards shoulder. Come to center. And then with shins crossed, lie down. If that's too intense to have your shins crossed, you could try soles of feet together, knees apart, or just extend the legs, or like we started, knees bent, feet on the earth. If you do have your shins crossed, then switch the cross and put the other shin in front. It's a nice little way to stretch out your hips. Now we'll come into our final resting pose. It won't be very long, so if you want to make it longer, please do. But lengthen out your lower back, shoulder blades toward the waist. And if you have any discomfort in your back, then bend your knees, feet on the floor. Close your eyes and just relax. Our quote today comes from Swami Satchidananda. Peace comes not from doing, but from undoing. Not from getting, but from letting go. Quiet mind, quiet body, Shavasana. And now it's already done. So stretch your arms overhead, move your hands and your feet. I told you it was a short one. Stay longer if you like. Roll to your right side. Press yourself up to a comfortable seat, hands together. Hands to your forehead, reminding you to have clear and loving thoughts. Hands to your heart, reminding you to have clear and loving intentions. Hands to your mouth, reminding you to have clear and loving communication, sending positive energy to all beings everywhere. Namaste.
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 Namaste, Indy. How are you feeling?
I feel a lot better.
You
How
do?
about you?
Sasha, how are you doing?
I'm doing good. That was lovely. Thank you so much.
Did you feel any type of a change from how you were feeling at the beginning of the class to how you're feeling now?
Yes, for sure. I definitely feel a little bit more grounded and more back in my body, not so much in my head.
Well, that's good. All right. It proves that yoga works. Yoga can make you feel better. I just want to thank you so much, Sasha, for joining me in Indy on such short notice. This is like a test for us. We've never done this before. So, and we would love to have any of, more of you guys to come join Indy and I. But so thank you, Sasha, for joining us. We really appreciate it.
Thank you.
Thank you.
All right. Well, we'll see you later, Sasha. And Indy, is there any comments that you want to read?
Yeah, let's see. Yeah, there's a few here. Mike B says hi from Amsterdam.
What's up, Mike from Amsterdam?
This person's name on YouTube is Hope and Love. They say, Duke, Indy, thank you for this. We support you. Indy, you look so much like Lesley.
Yeah, Indy, you get so many of those. Have you noticed that?
I guess I do look like my mom.
A lot of people, comment that Indy looks just like his mom. There was a mom at wrestling the other day that was like, I just look at Indy and he's beautiful. She was just like, he's so beautiful. What else?
Hola says, thank you from Germany. Len, if I'm pronouncing that right, says, hey from Denmark. I just love it. Thank you guys so much for all of this. Love thoughts to Lesley, and love seeing Lesley's twin, beautiful young man. Thank you, channel. A lot of nice comments from you guys. Thank you very much.
Yeah, we've received a lot of love from you guys, and we can really feel it. And it's been so awesome to connect with everyone. I've received a lot of emails from people who've gone through similar experiences that Indy and I went through, and it's been really touching to connect with you and hear your experiences and how you dealt with life when life threw you curveballs, and so we appreciate that.
Yeah, thank you guys so much.
Yeah, thank you so much. And comment on this video below with any ideas that you might suggest for future Sunday Live videos. Next week, I'm going to try to get us a teacher. So we will have a teacher leading this class, whether it be live with Indy and I or via satellite like Sasha joined us. So thank you very much for joining us today. And I wish you guys the best. We love you. We'll see you next Sunday. Bye.
Namaste.